Author, your book coach and bestseller guru, and the guru is within you. The myth about bestsellers. Oh man, I've been talking a lot about bestsellers. You know, really, okay, when you become a bestseller, the only people that are gonna say anything about like, hey, were you in the category of being a bestseller on Amazon, are people that went to a couple of seminars and they figured out, they watch a couple of videos, and they figure out that bestseller is easy. Amazon, I'm telling you, is so freaking easy. And the people that are going to complain about it and act like it's not good are people, two things. One, they haven't sold any of their own books. Ask that same person, have you sold any books? And they'll say, well, yeah, I sold books. I sold 50,000 books, or I sold 20 books. They haven't sold many books. So don't listen to those people. It just, period, they haven't sold any books. Yes, Amazon.com, you can hire someone across the street. I bet I could find someone in this neighborhood where I'm at right now to do bestseller. It's simple. But let's just say that this great baseball player, he's a kid, right? And he's so great. And then you say, don't play professional baseball because you have to follow some rules. There's 3 strikes and you're out. Don't do that. Just be a great baseball player. So this kid never becomes a professional. He never makes any money, and he never does anything with his life because he's listening that he shouldn't follow rules. We didn't make up being a bestseller. It's just like being a New York Times bestseller. You don't have to sell many books. Amazon, you can sell a very few books. But let me just share with you, when I first made my first book, Amazon bestseller, I did over $500,000 in 10 days. Is that going to excite anybody to encourage being a bestseller? Yes, because all I learned is the rules. I didn't make the rules, but if you don't follow the rules, how are you ever going to make and sell millions of books? And if you're using your book as a lead generator, or if you're using your book as a business card for your business, and I'm all about that, and I'm the guy that sort of started that use your book as a business card. So what about if you didn't make it a bestseller? Everybody in that whole publishing realm that's outside of, you went to a couple conferences and you know about the bestseller status, everybody else don't know about it, right? The lady in Texas, or the little old lady in Germany, or the little old man in Canada, they don't know about how the whole bestseller status works. So if you're using your book as a business card and you're bringing people in for your clients, people are still going to ask, well, how did this book do? And you say, well, you know, I don't really want to make it a bestseller. You're going to explain that stuff? If you went on Ellen, are you going to really explain that, well, I didn't really make my book a bestseller because of this? Well, first off, you're never going to get on Ellen if you don't make your book a bestseller. You have to play the rules. So the key is, the first thing you need to do, I don't care if you're using a book as a business card, if you're using a book, the first thing you need to do is the truth. You need to write a great book. You need to put all your time and energy in making the book great and selling you, really selling to make the book. But when you first come out with a book, you have to make it a bestseller, because it is pretty cool being a bestseller. It's not fake. Being fake is like, if I hold up like a fake $10,000 bill that you could buy like at a dollar store, that's a fake $10,000 bill. It's not a fake making your book a bestseller, because we didn't make up the rules. If you sell very few books on categories at Amazon, it's not fake. You just know how to play the rules. You are playing the rules as a big publisher playing. So the key is, don't listen to people. Make your book a bestseller. Yes, listen to them, make a great book, put all your time and energy into it, make it a powerful book, but you're doing yourself not a favor if you're not making your book a bestseller. Because what if, even if you sold a very few amount of books, what if each week you kept on being your #1 in that bestseller category? You kept on being, then you get a little bit more momentum and it starts growing. Then you go into the Amazon overall books. You become #1 in that. From there, you go to New York Times, and then eventually you get that momentum. The key is, if you're going to make your book a bestseller and spend all this money, and if you don't have a plan afterwards, that's the worst investment. The book's going to be a bestseller. You don't have a plan, so therefore the book's going to die. Same thing with New York. Yeah, you go out there and sell 20,000 books, become a New York Times bestseller. then next week you don't have anything, it dies. But you have to have a marketing plan. You have to go out there, and especially if you're using your book as a business card. If you're using it as a business card, what if you made your book a New York Times bestseller? Who gives a shit if it only lasts for 1 week? From there, you went on CNN, you talked about your business because it's going public, or you're selling franchises, and you made $5 million because you went on CNN, or you went on Ellen, you went on there. What a great move. So the people that saying don't do bestsellers, they just period haven't sold any of their own books. Period. They haven't. And also, I do understand you need to write a great book. The way to truly get a book out to sell millions of books, 2 things. One, you have to write a great book. The Alchemist, The 4 Agreements, The Power of Attentions, Real Magic. Oh, if you know those books, they're great books. Really, Think and Grow Rich. Good books. But also, you can have the best book in the world. If you don't have any marketing for that book, then how is it going to get out to your readers? It's not. You're going to sell 4 books to your sister and your 3 friends down the street. That's it. So the key is, yes, there's many myths about this whole publishing world, but the key is write the best book, follow the rules. If we didn't make the rules about these publishers, yes, a publisher wants you to sell 1 million books because a publisher is a business. Don't you want to sell 1 million books? And I don't care if you wrote a book only purposely for your business. Deep down inside, I know it because I'm an author too. Deep down inside, there's a dream, even if you did it for a business, that what if this book sold 20 million copies? That would be awesome. I know because I'm an author too. People that write books, even if you say, oh, I just wrote it for a business, of my platform for my business, that's great and that's cool. That's how you're going to really make money. But deep down inside, you want to sell millions of copies. If you don't follow the rules in Major League Baseball, you can't play Major League. So you have to follow the rules. And the key is make your book a bestseller when it first comes out. You have to. If you want to take your book and actually make your business better or sell millions of copies. Either way, because people that when you hand that book, they're going to go, oh, they don't know it's your business card. How did this book do? And you're going to explain, well, it's, you know, it hasn't sold many copies. I just use it as my business card. Or are you going to say, yeah, hit the bestseller list. If you're not faking, it's the truth. It's not a fake $10,000 bill. It's proof that it is a bestseller. You didn't make the rules, but you're just playing the game. That's it. Eventually, hopefully, you have a good book and you sell millions of copies. That's the key. So if you want to know more about being a bestseller, being a New York Times bestseller, how to make money in this business, go to bestsellerguru.com and let's set up an hour coaching call and let's figure out how, with whatever you're doing with your book, how you can really prosper with your book. Because a book's a business and you want to make your investment back. All right, go bestsellerguru.com and set up an hour coaching call. Talk to you soon. Stephen E. here.